not go into a situation expecting someone to play you. How then does the artist, for example, protect himself even?
Well, I can't be played. A person trying to play me plays themselves.
Like, puts it out and it's all falling everywhere. She wants to create some scene or whatever and have her authority.
I think that's dramatic.
Months, 4 months, 3 months.
Thank you, Poppy. Thank you so much.
Higgins and Berkowitz in the garage with the car.
If you have receipts, put them up.
Guess what you're going to do? Run me my ketchup.
Could someone provide me with that 143 page today, please?
You're an outsider. I'm an insider.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Some of it I noticed in there were emails that I had that I think you got from a FOIA request that you had on me back months ago.
No.
Well, it sure looked like it anyway. The other thing I was a little bit surprised at is...
You no-neck hoe. No, you're mad because ain't no one ever giving any money to you. No one ever give your no-neck hoe ass any money.
Any other searches similar to How Long to Die in the Cold that evening on that tab?
Your Honor.
I'm going to...
May I first inquire, you meant morning, I assume?
Sorry, that morning, yes.
Just clarifying, I did not look at evening searches.
Run me my barbecue. Shut your fucking hole. I don't want to hear your mouth. I don't want to see your side glance.
We've had conversations. I know she's a lesbian. She makes it very... my daughter's a lesbian. We've talked about this. And so you got these half-assed liberals, oh, Sean, bring out the homophobia. Hey, listen, I'm fine with that. I have a daughter who's a lesbian I support and love very much. So I said she's an LBG, whatever, onto a T. Who fucking knows? Okay? Who knows? Wasn't against her. You lie about me, Jules, you're lucky that's all you got. You're lucky that's all you got, Jules. Right? Because I know about you too, pal. I'm going to call you pal because that's what you are. You like girls. You and I are alike. Right? I saw you like. I saw your little things about eating poo-tang. Listen, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're that girl. You're that L, G, and maybe on to T. I know maybe you're not bi. I don't know. Who the hell knows?
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I'm listening for my cat. I hear, oh, JoJo's. So needy in the morning. Listen, I know you're not, maybe you're not bi. I don't know. Who the hell knows? Who the hell knows? You lie about me, Jules? You're lucky that's all you got. You're lucky that's all you got, Jules. Because I know about you too, pal. I'm going to call you pal. Because that's what you are. You're like me. You like girls. That's so funny. I'm sorry. I'm gonna call you pal. Because you like me. Hey, pal. I'm gonna call you pal. You like girls, right? I like girls. I'm gonna call you pal. What's up, pal? Hey, Chief. What up, guy? So good. So good. Oh my God, it's so funny. Oh my God, it's so funny. I'm gonna call you pal. Because that's what you are. You like me, right? I'm gonna call you pal. Hey, pal. Oh my good Lord. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, okay. Okay. We have updates this morning. Okay. And we got a couple things to do today for class. We got to go over Mega Mosh. We got to go over, well, more like you guys got to tell me about Mega Mosh. We got to go over Donna filing for a new trial. Oh my God. We got to go over some Discovery and Free Karen Reed lore that I happened to come across. Olivia Lambo placed it ever so slightly on my desk. And I was like, ooh, what's this? I watched 20 minutes of it and I was like, okay, we're going to have to get into this, pal. We're going to get into this, pal. And then we have to have a class discussion. We have to have a class discussion about lawyer we all know. Because you guys can't keep a secret. We can never have anything nice. This is why we can't have anything nice. Because you're basically outing me at this point. So, whatever. Good morning, everyone. Mega Motion. Yeah, okay. Melanie's going to teach you. Okay, then once Melanie teaches you, then you guys are going to have to teach me. That's just what's going to happen. Aiden mentioned you last night, was a little worried about you. I listened to that majority of it. I didn't come across this. I'm fine, though. Worried about me. Tully's pulling a Grant Smith Ellis, asking like Krusty's hero, don't trust the crust, let it flake away. Yeah, I don't think anyone was worried. I don't think anyone's worried. I don't like all the lawyer, shit talking. Oh, who's talking? Who's talking? That's our Uncle Jesse here in this classroom. K. Schmidt gifted 5 Auntie Deb memberships. Thank you very much, K. Schmidt. I appreciate that. And congratulations to the 5 non-consensual receivers of the memberships. Meatball said, hey, pal, my poor face hat came, and it's the dopest hat I have now. Oh, you got the hat? You got the poor face hat. You got the hat. Yeah, I love the hat. I don't have the hat. I don't wear hats. Not real ones. I wear my thickums. Beanies, right? My thickum beanies. My thickums. But yeah, no, not regular hat. My dome piece is too big. Glad you didn't get the sickness. I know everyone's sick, right? Jeez. I figured you were in Tallahassee. I wasn't worried. I knew you were with the cats. I'm always just with the cats. City hadn't heard from you, more like where the hell you been talk. Oh, okay. No, I'm always here. You should, if anyone should know this by now, it's you people, that I'm always here. Just sometimes gotta. The lawyer we think we know says EBH. Oh my good Lord. What's going on? No. Nothing. It's nothing bad. It's nothing bad. Nothing bad at all. It's nothing bad at all. You guys are just wild. Where should we start today? Where should we start? Let's start with. Oh no, my gift expired. Jimmy's fine. He needs time to breathe. That's actually true. That's true. It was a lot. It was very overwhelming. Loved doing the Wilbur, but I do afterwards. I definitely do need time to be with the earth, or whatever. Take a walk. Friggin' be one with nature for sure. It's a lot. It takes a lot out of you. Get recharged. Oh, Jimmy, I got a Thickums and a poor face hat and a 15-ounce mug with your mug. Were you the one? I heard you were the one, Meatball, handing out jury tamp shots. Is this true? Decompress, start off with something juicy. Okay. So, just between us right here, is what's the name of his wife? Does the wife have a name? Because someone sent me a clip of someone wearing the merch, and this is how messy you guys are. Okay, I'm going to read this email that I got from from a student. You guys are so messy. You guys make me laugh though. Okay. Stop it. Okay. So I got an email that said, "Hi Jimmy. Let me start by saying I didn't hesitate for a second before adding this to your inbox tonight. All I have to say is Whitney knows, and she definitely wants you to know that she knows. This short clip is from Twitter. Let me grab it. I hate all of you guys because this is funny. Okay. I hate you guys. Also, have you seen his new thumbnail? Have you seen the new picture on his thumbnail? His new thumbnail? Okay.
Today we are going to be breaking down Unknown Number, the
Hell is that noise?
documentary.
Okay, I don't know what that noise is, and that is gonna drive me crazy. So I guess the merch, right? She got the merch. And she was just showing off the merch. Loving the merch. Loving the Peter merch. So that means that I got an email being like, "Oh, Jimmy, she knows. She knows. And she wants you to know that she knows because you're walking around here in Lawyer You Know merch. So now she got to walk around here in Lawyer You Know merch. You guys are so messy. Dwayne, I heard it's your birthday on Saturday. Is this true? We're going to need a T or an F. A yay or a nay. If so, happy birthday. Let us know." And I also wanted to share this moment from the same person. They said that someone clipped this. Okay.
Speaking of that, Lindsay Bay said Peter needs to interview Auntie Deb, aka Jimmy from the Karen Reed trial. It would be a phenomenal matchup. I'm recommending it. So I think this is the guy that did. There wasn't as much during Adelson's trial, which I found interesting. Maybe it's because it wasn't quite as long. But in some of these trials, like Johnny Depp and Karen Reed, and some of the huge true crime trials, they did these like memes, and this guy would dress up like the judge and do like a spoof of the judge. Yeah, they did not like this judge as much as everybody liked Judge Everett.
Wow.
And it was hilarious. So people had sent me some clips, and it was truly hilarious. So
Yeah, that's bizarre.
If you dive down into the true crime pool.
Lindsay, hun, I ain't mad at you. I've just been passed out until this morning since I saw that. I've been on the floor, convulsing, doing Kegels. Listen, I didn't know we were just taking it. I didn't know we were taking public. I didn't know we were going public with it. Okay, I didn't know we were going public with it. I didn't know. All of a sudden, you know, a guy leaves one sweatshirt at your house. Next thing you know, he said more. Okay, I didn't see the rest. I only saw that was clipped. That's all that was clipped. I can't handle anymore. I don't know if I can handle anymore right now. Okay, I don't know if I can. I'm not sure. We're getting pretty serious. This means we're getting serious. And I need to think, because I'm here to take care of me. I'm here to promote my book, protect my family, and take care of me. And I've been had before by guys. It's a big moment for us. Okay, this is a big moment for us. YouTube official, Facebook official. Exactly. Am I gonna go meet Mr. Big Tragos? What does he call his dad? Big Bob, Big Nicholas, Big Nikolai, Big something? Is that a family name? Come on. Papa George. Yeah, Big George. He calls him Big George. Yeah. There's a lot. There's a lot. I'm just sitting here in my tower, growing my hair, waiting for someone to crawl up it and come save me, okay? And I ain't got nothing but space and opportunity up in here is all I'm saying. Lindsay, hon, do not apologize. You made my day. Please don't apologize. That was great. Do not apologize. No apologies necessary. Okay? None. And I can't help but wonder, was it the lawyer you know or the lawyer I thought I once knew? As I walked down New York, I called Samantha. Yeah, it's very this. Yeah. Very this. Very this. Yep. Or whatever. Whatever she does. Carrie. Like the worst friend in the world. Carrie Bradshaw, horrible friend. Horrible friend. Horrible friend. The Claire is jealous of your man crush, by the way. Well, he shouldn't be. Because, I need a sustainable man's. I need, Glaire's over here. He got a cane. He has like 3 working organs. We all know one of them, right, Cheech? We all know one of the main ones. I'm thinking future. For maybe the kids I might have. Of the kids I know. Of the children we know that we might have. I don't know what's going on, okay? I don't know what's happening. I don't know. So that's what happened. That's what has been happening in the past 2 days for me when I open my email, seeing that shit from you guys. Which is wild. Oh, I think, yeah, of course. We all do. We all do in our own way. That's the thing. It's not even about him, really. It's about what he means to each of us individually, right? It's kind of like an art piece. You look at it and you're like, what part's for me? Like, where do I see myself in this kind of thing? Jimmy, I made it into the Wilbur with 25 tamps left in my purse. The guy kept looking at me. I said, what? My key cycle's heavy. What? They call me Mama Flo. What? Oh, you want to see what it looks like if I don't have these? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You want that kind of a mess up in here? You want to look like The Shining, sir? Glad you made it in. Somebody needs to send LYK the latest Parody. I'm a ditzy girl. I mean, we'll see. You know, we'll see. We'll see. But damn, his new thumbnails be looking correct. Correct. Okay. Correct. I'm not wrong. Okay. I'm not wrong. And you can't judge me. And whatever. Leave me alone. I'm just a girl in the world. Like one of the viewers that comes in here and comments, I'm like her. I'm just a girl in the world. Now, that's because I am. I'm Katy Perry. I'm living a teenage dream. So let's talk about, do you guys remember last time we were here and we were going over the book? We were going over class reading of Storm of Suspicion, and remember like a few classes ago we started reading about him talking about Sean McDonough, but he used that alias Seamus O'Houlihan or whatever, right? And we started like getting into like the old school kind of lore of like Kev and like his relationship with Aiden, and like we last watched when Aiden had Kevin on and they were like cool, right? And we like looked at the live chat, we like saw who was there. Well, Miss Olivia Nile sent me a video that I didn't know existed, and in the 20 minutes that I watched, some things got a little more confusing. Some things started to make sense. Because if you guys remember on the epic rant, the epic Sean in the Gulf rant, which half of my sound clips come from, right? Half of them, that's where they all mostly come from, because that was hysterical. Like, you're a mother for Christ's sakes, and you're lucky that's all you got, Jules. Because I know about you too, pal. I'm going to call you pal because you're like me. All those come from Sean. Now, I didn't know from one live stream. I didn't know this one existed. And it is when Sean and Kevin are on a live stream on Kevin's channel. And Kevin slowly and surely gets bigger over time in his crash out. Big time crash out. And two other people come on, right? These YouTube content, FKR content creators of yesteryear that I didn't know about, right? I didn't know about these people. What, Dave and Aaron? And then I'm watching and I'm reading and I'm like, Dave. And I remember in Sean's rant, he's like, you are a pussy, Dave. You thought Antiquated Rogue was Jay Roberts, right? Look at the girly hands he has, right? And I watched 20 minutes of it, and I want to rewatch the 20 minutes that I watched with you guys. Because we got to see this as a class. We do. It's just, it's filled with lore. It's filled with Kevin's yelling about Turtle Boy, and his friends come on and they're like, come on, Kevin, see the light. And he's just going off. And he's like, well, why won't you have him on? Like, why don't you just have him on to talk about these things that you're like yelling about him? He's like, I'm not having him on, blah, blah, blah. It's the moment I feel like, I don't know, it's like a WWF moment where like Stone Cold Steve Austin gives Jim Ross the stunner and they're like, oh my God, he's bad, right? It's kind of wild. And I feel like we should watch it. So I'm going to pop this up. I don't know no stinking Dave and Aaron. I don't know no Wait. I don't need no stinking patches. We make our own patches. Is that what you're quoting? Are you quoting Troop Beverly Hills? Good morning, Miss Reed. Good morning, Miss Kelly. Okay. Yeah, let's get this up. No, so this is not Sean's. This is Kevin's. Kevin. Let me grab it. Give me one moment. Give me a moment. So I'm starting about 10 minutes in. Courtesy of Olivia Lambeau.
Some type of, they'd have to show some type of intent. And
this is 2 years ago, by the way.
I personally think it was overcharged to elicit a plea.
To elicit a plea. Yeah, I mean that's probably something that commonly goes on. That's what I kind of figured too. But that's, you know, and as you were hearing this rumor of weeks ago, I was like, to me, it's kind of like all the other stuff. If it's not documented, I don't really like to talk about it. So whether it's Higgins supposedly stuff related material, or even frankly, I wasn't comfortable talking about the federal stuff until two things. When Turtle Boy talked to Lucky, that seemed it seemed almost impossible to think that Lucky would make up or imagine being visited by FBI agents. So that seemed a really solid confirmation that the FBI was involved in the case. And then also when the document came out last week that showed that there was a subpoena was delivered by FBI agents on the college campus of Bridgewater State University to, I was never comfortable saying the name Colin Albert on this channel, because as far as I'm concerned, here's a guy that's not charging anything. He's a young guy. But now that his name's been broached by the DA himself, I guess we can say his name. So Colin Albert was delivered a subpoena, right?
He was delivered a grand jury subpoena to testify before the grand jury.
Yeah.
But Kevin, this is what I don't understand. I mean, the state's theory, their case says John never went to that house, right?
Yeah.
Why is it so important that the whole world says that Colin wasn't there? I mean, think about it. You could have Charlie Manson there. You could have Hannibal Lecter there. It doesn't matter. If John's not in that house, why go overboard to protect this kid? There's something not there. It does not fit.
Yep, that to me is the whole case has never made sense to me on either angle, and that's people get frustrated with me for being on the fence, but there's just too many things on both sides that are too unlikely. So now, no matter what the truth is here, something very unlikely did happen. So, for instance, a conspiracy is extremely unlikely involving this many people, involving police planting evidence or looking the other way while evidence is planted. But
so, just for reference, this is exactly where we're at in our book, right? This is exactly the moment where he is building his channel and he goes from looking at all the evidence to being like, nope, you're all blindly following Turtle Boy and I'm done with all of you. And has his own little freak out.
You know, there's other aspects of the case that don't make sense either on the other side.
But I respect him for keeping the video up. Big time respect.
The prosecution has never created any kind of a plausible theory as to what happened that day, of how those wounds were delivered. So,
well, just to backtrack to Colin again,
his
reputation has been an issue. I mean, you see the videos he has. There's been reports that he's had rifts with John in the past. John was with Brian Albert and Brian Higgins for most of the night. There apparently wasn't any problems then. And I think the stretch to have Colin not there at that time is to eliminate any potential finger pointing at him to have caused this fight. The problem is, you know, the whole thing about Belt protest too much.
He's not even listening.
That rant by his aunt was extreme. I mean, extreme. If John's not in that house, it doesn't matter who else is in that house. Colin, the worst guy in the world, could be in that house. If the state is saying he never entered, who cares who's in that house?
Turtle Boy, I have to address Turtle Boy Live is here, and he's saying both sides and this one is weak. I want to make sure you guys understand. I am not someone that automatically takes both sides.
Okay, so I think this is what happened. I think Turtle Boy is in the live chat typing, and I think Kevin is getting high key triggered from this. Let's rewind it.
Here, and he's saying both sides and this one is weak. I want to make sure you guys understand. I am not someone that automatically takes both sides in an argument. So I followed the Delphi murders case very closely. And when Richard Allen was arrested and I looked at the evidence, I'm not on both sides. Richard Allen killed the Delphi girls, okay? Brian Kohlberger, when I saw the evidence very quickly, Brian Kohlberger is responsible for the murders in Idaho. I'm not playing both sides because it's some kind of reflex to always play both sides. I'm playing both sides because the evidence in this case demands it. It demands it, all right? There is a lot of evidence here to say, yes, there's something crazy that's going on, and that's the truth. But there's an awful lot of evidence that points at the fact that Karen might have done this, including the timeline. And a lot.
Can I see the chat? No, I don't think so. I don't believe
of other things. So it's not both sidesism. Get it straight, dude. It's not that. I'm not here to try to play somebody's side. Okay, nobody's trying. When I was contacted to give an evidence, when somebody tried to contact me to say that Karen's lawyers wanted to reach out to me, I messaged them and I said, "That's fine. I'm willing to touch base with you, but I'm going to be objective." Now, some people here don't like that. They want people to be on one side, and that's strength. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be objective. You guys pick up the rocks and throw them with the mob. Light the torch. Do what you got to do, all right? History will judge you for how you cover this shit, all right? I cover this objectively and fairly. If you guys don't like it, all right, that's how you are. You'll have to live with that in your life, okay? Sorry, rant over, Sean. Go ahead.
I didn't know if it's directed at me, so.
No, not at all, because I've talked to you on the phone many times, and I know that Sean.
Look at Sean. Dude, I feel like Sean was getting redder because if he did say that it was directed at him, Sean was about to freak out. I feel like Sean was about to lose it on him. He's like, "Who are you talking? You talking to me? You talking to me, big guy?" Oh wait, show chat replay. Yes, never mind. I lied.
Cares about getting to the truth, and that's how we do it. And that's all I'm trying to do here. It's not both sidesism. This is a difficult case. And there's a reason that most sensible people that look at this case are saying, this is confusing. You're asking people, sensible people that look at this case are saying, this is confusing. You're asking people a big ask when you're asking them to buy into an incredible conspiracy involving state police planting evidence. You better be damn sure you got that stuff right. You're going to turn Jen McCabe into some kind of arch villain like Lex Luthor. Okay, she's a soccer mom. Now, maybe she is guilty of something, but you better get that shit right. History's going to judge you if you don't get it right. And history will judge you. And you'll judge yourself if you have a conscience. But go ahead.
Me?
Sorry, Sean. I didn't mean to explode on you there. And I know, Sean, I've talked to Sean many times on the phone. Sean cares about the truth.
Sean's like, who the hell are you talking to?
And as you probably know, Kevin, my whole criticism in this whole thing has been the way that the investigation has been conducted. And as we saw with this DA coming out the other day, he's saying the lead investigator was never at the scene. And just real quick on that whole notion, I understand probably that he didn't write that statement that he read for 5 minutes. But I got to tell you, his fact checker probably had as much of a problem with, like I did, trying to figure out when Proctor really came onto that scene. I can't find any document written that says on such and such a date, more importantly, at such and such a time, I came on the scene. Mm-hmm. No one knows how that phone went from allegedly behind John's back into the hands of the state police. Mm-hmm. It just says, oh, I received it. Where, when, what time? Where, when, what time?
Right.
And I saw that thing the other night with the Truth and Transparency. What an incredible piece of, I mean, I have to say this is art. This is incredible. The 486 steps, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I don't think it was Coco. So,
yeah. I mean, the DA's press conference was just so strange because it doesn't make sense. The idea that Proctor wasn't there at all that day. So why is he in charge of the investigation? It doesn't make any sense. So
I understand there were issues. This is what I'm hearing lately. This is the type of stuff my team does. We hear things. There was a problem trying to even get the state police to even come out. There was a discussion over, was he alive? Was he not alive? If he's alive, we're not coming out. I mean, this thing was ruined from Jump Street. And it shows. Those reports are horrible.
They are.
Not so much on the Canton police side. I got to give them a little pass on this. That state Look at the difference between Proctor in this case and the Proctor in the Brian Walsh case. Night and day. This particular case, it's horrendous. The reporting. One moment he's interviewing Jen McCabe. I mean, a good interview should take at least a half hour, 45 minutes. He starts his interview at 11:30, but he's at the hospital 20 minutes away at 12:15 or 12 o'clock. Then he comes back to see Matt McCabe at 12:30. It can't happen that way.
Yeah.
And why would Jen McCabe be the first one? Kevin, if someone died outside your lawn, would you expect that you would be the first guy to be interviewed?
Yeah.
I mean, that's why. I mean, I would. I'm a cop. I'm going to interview the first guy. I'm going to interview the owner. It makes no sense.
Yeah, no, there's so many things that don't make sense in the case on one side or the other. And I've just recently read through.
Why is everyone taking their eyeball off where it should have been? That's the question people should ask. I keep saying, don't listen to this. Put your eyeballs back on 34 Fairview. But that's like, whoa, that's the forbidden fruit. You can't touch that.
But see, that's the thing too. Sometimes there are different reasons for things. So, for instance, like back in for example, with the Warren Commission, clearly it came out that the CIA was trying to hide shit. But that doesn't mean that they were involved in the assassination of JFK. What it turned out they were trying to hide was the fact that they were trying to assassinate Fidel Castro, and they didn't want that out. So sometimes somebody's hiding something that's different than what we think they're hiding.
Who was one of the biggest voice people on the Warren Commission? Dulles, the former head of the CIA.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
But he's hiding other stuff. Is my point is that so that's why these cases can get complicated. I mean, there does seem to be no question that the police were reluctant to go into that house. Now, is that because they just were reluctant to go into a cop's house? Is that because the word came down, don't go into that house? You know, I don't really know. You know, and it's also possible, is there something else that was being hidden inside the house that had nothing to do with John O'Keefe? So, I mean, it's always, these things are complicated.
I know for sure there's at least 5 law enforcement personnel in this group right now. In this, I can see them right now. I know who they are.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee if we had them all come on live and we said, if you found the body outside the residence of where a party took place, who would be the first person to interview? 100% would say the person that owns the house.
Right.
Anyways.
Right. Absolutely.
Not Jen McCabe 3 miles down the street. Like I said, everything, just stay away. Stay away from 34 Fairview. Just keep it up at the waterfall. Why are you talking about the drinks? Tell me who's in the house. Tell me about the music, the food.
Right.
Why is she doing the digesting food? I would talk to me about the food. Talk to me about the food.
Yeah.
They never asked her. Because that has to be at 34. Maybe it's at the waterfall. Who knows? Why did you text? How long does the food digest in your system? It was never asked, but they knew it.
Yeah, like I said, I've read everything over. There's a lot of strange things in this case, and you can't always explain. You know, I'm just saying it makes sense to look at both sides when you do have a very strange case, and try to take in the information from both sides instead of running with a narrative that was created by the defense team in April through friendly allies who are feeding them their information directly, and those allies that don't tell you everything. So, for instance, some of the people that are getting those sources there, they don't tell you that there was a video erased on John O'Keefe's door system, his ring system. The video there's no video, and it's right there in the charging document. There's no video of Karen coming home, and we don't know who erased that or why. So, obviously, yeah, there are questions on both sides. There's a library gap on the other side, and there's other, why weren't other ring systems? It's amazing that you couldn't get video from some of the other ring systems in the neighborhood that would show Karen's taillight when she left the house. But it's also interesting that there was apparently, it does seem like Karen erased video of her coming home. And you might say, well, why would you do that? Because it only shows the car coming in from the front. It doesn't show the taillight. But John had 2 ring cameras. So now we haven't seen any video from the other one, but I'm going to guess that it might show the back of the car. And that's why she might have incentive to delete it. I don't know, but that's why you have to ask these questions. And if you're going to report things honestly to people out there, and there are some people out there that do want honest reporting, tell them both fucking sides. Give them all the information. Don't just give them the shit that you want to give them because you're working for the defense team. And then you create these narratives that are out there. That's the reality. So,
well, the defense couldn't create the debauchery of the police reports. That's one thing they couldn't create.
Susan Cleveland right here.
Cops did that themselves.
That's right.
And that's ground zero for any investigation. Just remember that.
What
comes after that. But ground zero is first officer on the scene, and then the lead detective.
Why is that funny?
I'd love to ask the DA where he was traveling all day, because he's right. He didn't travel up to Meadows to get the car. That's where the car was.
Yeah.
He lets that thing stay there all morning long. Karen comes out of wherever the hell she was at the section 12, whatever, and then she takes it to Dayton. Why was so much time needed with these guys?
Right.
This was a open and shut case. In 2 hours, my partner's in this group right now, DEA. We would have this done in a heartbeat. Mm-hmm. Why did it take so long? I know why. I'm gonna let it play out. I'm gonna let it play out, Kevin. Listen, I'm just gonna keep it on the cops. the defense can say whatever they want. You can't change what's in those four corners of those pages. That's what you can't change. And the handcuffs did try it twice, or at least one time they tried. They might be trying right now.
Yeah, there's no question. At the very least, it's a shoddy investigation, and it might be a lot more. And I've always taken that position that there's a lot of strange shit there that has to be explained. And nobody sane would dismiss, if you looked at all the evidence, would dismiss the possibility of a conspiracy here. But it's a big ask because you're talking about planting evidence. You're talking about scuffing up Karen's car, putting a dent in it. It's a pretty elaborate, maybe cleaning up glass in her driveway. I mean, there's a lot of shit that goes on, and it's a hard thing to ask people to just buy into that without having more proof. Proof does.
I think he blocked Turtle Boy because his messages aren't coming up in the live chat and people are like talking to him, they're like adding him. So I think Kevin might have blocked him from his channel.
Matter. And no, I'm not lying here. There's people that lie here, and there's people that are willing to deceive you here. You want that channel? Go ahead. You'll find it on Saturday night. You'll find it tomorrow night. That's a guy that isn't interested in the truth. He's not. Okay, he's done some great journalism. He's not fucking interested in the truth.
Whoa.
If you haven't figured it out like now, you have no fucking idea what you're talking about. I'm not talking to you, Sean. Sorry. I don't mean to swear. But he's not interested in the truth. He's interested in subscribers. He's interested in selling subscriptions. He's made a lot of money doing it. You're probably all paying him to do it. And that's fine. If you want to be deceived, look, and half the people in this country do want to be deceived. We've seen that. That's what they enjoy. They buy into a narrative that makes them feel a certain way, and that's it. I don't do that. I want to know the truth. I don't know what the truth is. I want to know what it is. I like having Sean on so I can get closer to the truth, and I like having other guests on that do that. But I want to give you the whole story, all the facts when they come out, not just the facts that serve what I'm being paid to do. Okay? I'm not getting paid by anybody.
Ring videos back at One Meadows.
Mm-hmm.
The last ring video that's there is her backing up. That would be a great video for a race.
617 Amanda.
That video right there would cause any type of reasonable doubt. But why are the other videos? Why are there videos of cops checking where you said the glass might be, or John's car for damage?
Yeah.
Anybody who thinks that car wasn't damaged is up in Mars somewhere. That car was damaged.
Could the ring system have been confiscated by then?
Well,
like during the day, or
and I think this is the Dave saying you have to
they're in the back of the.
I think that's
right.
They talk.
Yeah.
Right. So there's going to be video. Let's say there's going to be video.
So in his book.
Where's that video?
Right.
Where's the video when Jen and Karen and Kerry? I mean, think about this, Kevin. I mean, this is crazy. Jen leaves her house at 5:08. I mean, I know we're hashing this, but more stuff comes out.
Yeah.
So she goes out at 5:08. The plan is to meet Jen across town.
Yeah.
Right. And Kerry's there. Why not go to Fairview right there? It's less than half a mile away. Why not go to Fairview? What do they do? Take two cars from Jen's house, drive all the way back to John's house.
Yeah.
Then they get in the car with Kerry, and then go all the way back to.
I just have to comment on this. Mermaid Mary RN. We don't need division right now. There'll always be that person. There'll always be a Mary, a Mermaid Mary. We don't need division.
Fairview.
Yeah.
What the hell's that all about? But here's the thing. That video is gone too. Where's that video? Karen had no chance to erase that video.
Mm-hmm.
She's with these people. So I think the wrong video was erased. Thank God for that video. It has her backing up.
So you think the police erased the ring video?
I don't know who had access to that video, but it makes no sense that, okay, so before she comes home, there's no video. The real savior in this case, but there's many ones of her backing in and hitting John's car.
Yeah.
That's the video that should have been erased.
Right.
Because that brings reasonable doubt right there. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. And then the other videos are gone now.
Yeah.
Because if they existed, we'd see them.
I mean, I think it's an interesting point, Sean. The only thing I would say is, again, you're getting more and more.
The defense, though. But that's not from the defense. This is what's on the paper. This is on the four corners of the paper. Now, defense can, like you said, put out what they want. They have all the cookie jar. They know what's in the cookie jar. I don't. I'd love to see what's in there.
Turtle, Kevin knows the case and every aspect of the case, and Kevin's trying to give you both sides. Turtle's being paid to give you one fucking side. And if you guys haven't figured that out by now, I can't help you. I can't help you. I can't. Used car salesman. I'm going to put you in this car. And that's what it is. I'm going to give you the truth, even if it costs me all my subscribers. I don't care. I'm going to try to give you the truth, and that's it. And I've read all the documents, including the other half of the documents that Turtle Boy sent us. Read the full documents instead of the ones that were meant to trick us.
Nikki Haircuts comes in at the last minute, asking the tough questions.
I'm trying to give you the truth. And I don't know what the truth is. Maybe there may be a conspiracy here, but I want you to have the truth. Someone doesn't want you to have the truth. He wants you to have a rally. He wants to have a bullhorn. That's what he wants to do. It's about him. It's about him. If you haven't figured that out, then God help you. You're just not going to figure it out. Sorry, Sean. I didn't mean to. I didn't realize that the trap was going to get hijacked by people standing there screaming and call me liar and this and that. So, anyways, but I apologize, Sean. You're making great points as always. And
no, I'm just like I said, my whole thing is this. I would love to see what's in all those documents. Give me 2 hours. That's all I want. 2 hours.
Yeah.
I can't. That's fine. I get it. But I get the documents.
Yeah.
And I read and read. I keep seeing more things come out. It hits you. That's not coming from the defense. That's coming from the state. The state is going to have to justify those documents.
We just got to go over this live chat right here. Okay, Melanie, is it a full moon tonight? The wigs are howling.
Absolutely. Sean, are there any other interesting cases you've been working on? I'm going to bring on Erin too and see if she wants to, if we can move on from Karen and talk about some. Hi, Erin.
I don't know who this is. I don't know who this is, but look at her. Just look at her. It only gets better from here. That's the thing. She's like, she looks like she just walked in and found walked into I don't know, her parents getting down or something. Dubs, I guess. Aaron Dubs. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. See. Okay. So there are some people in here that know the old lure. Lindsay Tyler, one of his old co-hosts. There used to be 3 of them. Yeah. Okay. That's Dubs. Okay. So some people who know, Phil Ho's in, because I don't know. I'm learning with everyone else.
Aaron, you.
We were.
Do I have to unmute her? Oh, she's muted. Are you there, Aaron? I still can't hear you, honey. Okay, well, while she tries to figure it out, we'll just keep talking, Sean. So, what are any new cases that you're working on that you're interested in?
The cases? I've talked to you about this, and I talked to that person today, and I know he talked to Aaron today. I think that's great.
Yeah.
I've made some inroads with him, but I think listen, from my perspective, I think he has something. He just has to bear it down. I know he's watching. I had about another hour conversation with him. Is Aaron back? There she is.
Oh, hi, Aaron.
Hi.
Yeah, Aaron.
Hey. Hi, Sean.
Hey. Hi, Aaron.
Hi. Kevin, you're scaring me.
Sorry.
Real bad.
I apologize.
He scared me. I thought I said something wrong.
You never like to take on a bartender. It's not going to go well.
Why don't we invite Turtle on?
There's no point. We don't want to get any more shouting matches and people calling people liars and shit like that. And frankly, we want to feed people the truth. We're not interested in creating rallies and bullhorns and shit like that. That's about him. That's not about the truth anymore. It's about him. And if the truth came out, he wouldn't want it because if it didn't serve his cause.
Okay, so she's like, bring him on, and he's like, we're not about that or whatever. That would drive me bananas. That part would just drive me bananas. I'd be like, don't speak for me. We're not. Don't link me in to your don't link me into your crash out
cause. And it's time to just say it. That's what it is. If you don't know it, you don't recognize it. I mean, if you can't recognize someone that wants to just develop his own platform just for the sake of being your leader, great. He's entertaining. I love his show. He's done some really good journalism. He did a great job finding out that the call in Dighton, what time the call came in for the tow truck, did a great job getting unlucky. I respect the journalism. Great scandals were broken in the past. He's not a journalist in this case. He's not a journalist. He's an advocate for the defense. He's a shield for the defense. If you don't know that, if the people sitting there saying, I'm the coward, you come up here and stand here and take on the mob. I'm the only one that has the guts to take on the mob. You don't have the guts to take on the mob. I got the guts to take on the mob. So if you want to do it, let's see who's the real coward. So, all right, guys, so let's see who's the real coward.
Holy shit, Kev. I feel like I'm at the dinner table with my parents and my dad just slapped my mom across the face and I'm still supposed to eat.
Oh, man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Damn, Aaron. Damn, Aaron. Going up here. I'm changing positions. Damn, Dubs. Damn, Dubs.
No, it's
No,
okay.
I apologize.
Respectfully disagree, but it's okay.
That's all right. I mean, to me, you're standing up for objectivity and the truth and going over the only documents. That's how you approach a case if you care about the truth.
Oh, wait.
Okay, you can have differences of opinions, but to me,
But
oh, come on.
Oh, yeah.
So if you want to do it, let's see who's the real coward. So, all right, guys, let's see who's the real coward.
Pops in Dave McGrath. I
holy
think.
shit, Kev. I feel
Sorry.
like I'm at the dinner table with my parents and my dad just slapped my mom across the face and I'm still supposed to eat.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, it's
no,
okay.
I apologize.
Respectfully disagree.
I'm taking umbrage with the camera for Dave M. I'm taking umbrage with the Vaseline filter because I can't tell if you're attractive or not.
Disagree, but it's okay.
That's all right. I mean, to me, you're standing up for objectivity and the truth and going over the only documents. That's how you approach a case if you care about the truth. Okay, you can have differences of opinions, but standing there screaming and calling somebody else a liar when they disagree with you. Hey, let's be honest. Going to the games of soccer kids? What the fuck is that? Who does that? You go in this game, those kids don't know you're out there causing a scene in the bleachers? You're a fucking loser doing that. Are you kidding me?
One, it was lacrosse. Two, high school is not kids.
Let's just call it what it is. You're going to
That's not like a kid's game. You're not going like a kid's game to watch like a kid learn how to like swim. Like, stop it.
the fucking soccer games, dude.
Stop it, Kevin. It's not even 10 in the morning. It's a morning show. It's a family morning show.
You're not a journalist. You're a fucking rabble rouser.
Oh my good Lord, Kev.
That's all you are. You used to be a journalist. You have the talent.
What did you just say? You used to be a gerbilist?
Journalist. You're a fucking rabble rouser. That's all you are. You used to be a journalist. You have the talent to be a journalist. You chose not to be. You sold your soul. That's what you want to do. That's what you are. You can't change it. It's too late. The cat's out of the bag. And that's it. And I'm sorry. I know Aaron and Dave really love Turtle. And, I used to respect them. But seeing this is what's going on, that's not how you fucking do things. That's not journalism. That's not truth seeking. That's something else. And I'm calling it the way it is. And it's going to get 600 people mad at me. I don't give a fuck.
He needs to calm down. You know what would calm him down? A gerbilist. Maybe a nice gerbil.
Who's the coward here? The guy that goes up in the bleachers and tries to scare little kids at soccer games. That's the fucking coward, dude. All right? That's the coward. And anybody who supports that, you're standing with the mob. You're standing with the people that would throw stones. You're standing with a mob. You're standing with people that would light torches and go out with pitchforks. That's who you're with. That's who you fucking are. And if you're with that crowd, you're with that crowd. So I apologize, guys.
Okay.
And then the candy suck after. His wording is just so like, and I hate when people do that. I hate when anyone does this. Excuse me. It's like, that's who you're standing there with. That's who, like, that kind of shit. Like, what else did he say earlier? You're going to be on the wrong side of history and you're going to have to face this. It's also like deep and like grand. Like, it's not that important, dude. You're not that.
Dave, how you doing?
No one said him.
Bye, Dave.
Don't you feel like we should probably have Turtle Boy on at this point?
No, I see no point to it. I'm not giving him any more air. He's got enough air to spread disinformation all the time. That's all he's fucking doing.
Ooh.
He's spreading disinformation. And he gets mad that somebody else is going to try to cover it objectively. He can't take that. It drives him fucking crazy. I covered objectively. I'm willing to cover both sides, and that drives him crazy. It drives him nuts. He doesn't want that. He doesn't want the truth. You guys really think Turtle Boy wanted the truth in this case? Whatever you think happened here, do you really think that that's what he wanted or wants? No fucking way.
I mean, I'm here because of him. I saw his initial shows. That's why I'm here. I think it's taken a direction now. There's a lot of people involved, but I'm here because of him. I think he did a phenomenal job. But then again, I don't have access to what other people have. I'm just looking at the four corners of the paper, and that's what I'm about right now.
Look at Dubs. Just look at Dubs. Just look at Dubs. nervous. So nervous. So nervous. I was a gerbilist once.
You think he covers it, Sean? You think he covers it objectively?
Well, like I said, you say he's not a journalist, right? I think he covers the way that his brand dictates, and he's effective to some degree. Now,
he's effective. Yeah.
Personally, I don't agree going to a residence on a cop because I don't think any cop would agree with that.
I do, Sean. Yeah, I do. I mean, I have to disagree with you. I love you to death, Sean, but why should I care if these people are comfortable or not? That's just my question. That's all. You know, I mean, again, I love you, Sean.
Attack the cop at the barracks, but don't attack his wife and children at his house. I mean, I'm going to tell you, I was a cop for 35 years. I wouldn't like anyone else on my door. Now, come at me, fine. But find me at the barracks. Find me on the street. But don't go to my residence. I mean, listen, it is what it is.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
I think
if we're going to say things like this,
how would you like to have it at your house, Dave? I mean,
see, you got people in the comments saying, "Screw his children." This is what's been created. This is what's been created. You know, now we show up at kids' soccer games and we say, "Screw his children." This is insane. This is I don't.
Where is it? Where is it? Here, right underneath me. This is basically all, you guys. I'm just constantly.
One that's starting shit with people.
What's that?
Can we admit that Lizzie Proctor is the one who's starting shit with people?
So does that make right when other people do it? I mean, I don't get it.
I mean, I think she's given as good as she's getting at this point.
Right. I mean,
do you agree
also,
with, don't you agree with going to soccer? You agree with going to soccer games? You guys agree with going to girls' soccer games to harass parents in the stands?
Kevin, I almost got arrested in Florida for chasing down a 90-year-old pedophile.
What you were trying to get? Dave, it's good.
Gay.
Completely different. What you were trying to do is get to the truth. Turtle Boy was not trying to get a truth. He was trying to make a scene for his video. He wasn't asking questions to anybody. He was just trying to make a scene. Trying to get views. That's it. You were down there by yourself, not with a camera, trying to find out. You were trying to get to a monster. That's totally different. It doesn't even relate.
All right. Well, I think, in my opinion, it's probably time to stop, Kevin. I think you need to relax a little bit and take some time off, a night off, sit a couple plays out, and relax.
Yeah, I'm relaxed. Dude, I'm relaxed. I feel better than I've ever felt now because now I let it out there. You know, I'm after the truth. I'm not standing with the people that want to throw rocks. I'm not standing with the people that want to go to soccer games and harass kids. I don't fucking do that. I'm not standing with that.
Well, I got to vehemently disagree with that. We've talked about this before. I know, okay, but you know, I mean, don't you think if it was your dad who was killed and these scumbags covered it up, that they would never have a moment and they would need a guy like this? Who's going to do it? Somebody from the Boston Globe going to do it? From the Boston Herald going to do it? No one's going to do it. So don't you think if it were me, I'd be like, thank you, man. Thank you for taking up my situation, regardless of what you think. You know, I just think
take it up as a journalist. That's all. Take it up as if you're interested in. We don't know what happened here, and that's the simple fact. All right, we were given a narrative in April that was put out by the defense, carefully plotted with Turtle Boy, and everybody bought into that narrative, including me early on. And it would have been a benefit to me and my channel and all these people here that are calling all kinds of shit to me. It would have been a benefit to me to not have brought all that on. But I just follow the truth, and that's it. I follow the evidence, and I don't know what the truth is that happened here, but I know there's some shady shit going on, and we're being fed a load of bull. And I can recognize it. I'm a city guy. I grew up. I know what shit is. So if somebody's going to fucking try to sell you something, you want to buy it, go ahead. That's fine. I don't know what the truth is. I want to look at the evidence, and I want to find out what the truth is. And yes, he's done a great job at taking on the defense's side, and that's his. He's an advocate. He's not trying to find the truth. Do you really think if Turtle Boy got information tomorrow that was damaging to Karen Reed that he would release it? You know he wouldn't.
What does your gut tell you about the Karen Reed case? What does your brain tell you? Your intuition tell you? I say this to you all the time. What does it tell you?
Yeah, and my intuition is that there's a really strange case here, but in order to overcome, my gut tells me the same thing that yours gut has told you, that you told me, and you agree with me. That's about 51% Karen is guilty, and you agreed with that. I'm not sure if you still do, but you know,
I would tell you. So I said 51% that Karen was guilty.
Yep.
What do you mean? No. Let's back this up for a second.
That's what you told me last week on the phone.
Yeah, we were
That's what
talking
you
about it.
for two straight days. You said, I think Karen is guilty.
Yep. We were talking about it last week. I said I wanted to consult some people on the Google search, like my old professors, and I wanted to really make sure that I understood this Google search. And once I consulted and went back, I was like, it happened at 2:27 a.m. So I was kind of questioning myself a little bit there. But I mean, again, I can't get past Proctor's report. I can't get past how the Lexus did that to somebody's body. I can't get past, this fake cloud company. And we talked about this last night. And I was like, my mind, my brain, my gut still tells me that, and I'm very conspiracy minded. And I almost always edge on the side of it's a conspiracy. And, I just still can't believe that Lexus did that to this guy. And
I just want to address someone saying, people keep saying, what's the evidence? Okay, I'll tell you what the evidence is for the prosecution's case. It's not that difficult. Okay. First of all, is the timeline. All right. Karen got home at exactly 12:41. At 12:32, that's the time that John stopped moving. That's a 9-minute difference. It's about a 6-minute drive home under normal conditions, but it was snowing. Karen was drunk and she wasn't familiar with the neighborhood. So the timeline perfectly matches the idea of Karen hitting John and then driving home. Now, that doesn't mean she did it that time. It could mean that somebody threw the phone into the yard. And I'm the one that came up with that theory all the way back in April. But that's a lot to ask people to buy into that, all right? There's also the physical evidence, all right? There is taillight glass all around the crime scene. Now, we all know that there's a possibility that was planted, but it takes a lot to convince people, where is the evidence that somebody planted that evidence? I mean, it's a really difficult thing to expect that somebody planted that evidence, somebody went and made scratches in her car and made dings in it and put a piece of cocktail glass on it and put a human hair on it. That's a lot of shit to happen. So you're talking about a very complicated number of conspiracy people, a lot of people that have to be involved in the level of conspiracy here, and that's a lot to ask for. And you have to overcome that. Now, there are other things that are hard to explain. And I just finished doing a video today. I haven't put it up. And it takes about 75% of the defense side. But to me, that's what we ought to be doing here, is looking at this and looking at both sides, because it's an extremely complicated case. And nobody knows the truth. But somebody's trying to sell us an image of the truth and making a lot of money doing it. So.
Well, Kevin, the vehicle would have left at 5:08 from One Meadows.
Dubs has no idea what to do.
Proctor's very specific at 4:15, whatever time he was there. He says the side rear taillight is shattered. We see the side rear taillight pulling out. It's intact. We can't tell if it's cracked, but I can tell you right now, it's not shattered, because if it was shattered, there'd be a beam of white coming through.
Yeah.
Now,
there is a little bit on the corner of it.
But still, what I'm trying to say is.
So there was a piece of glass off on the corner.
Right. I don't know if it was a piece of glass. I think it was cracked.
Well, you could see the light coming through for the white spot on the corner. So if you look at straight from the back from that picture, you couldn't see it. But then from the corner right around it, you could see a good slice, maybe, 3 or 4 inches tall and an inch wide, where it was white and was coming out.
And also, just to be clear, and John, it's very hard to get past the initial investigation when they deputized Jen Cade and did not question the witnesses separately, wrote the most, illogical, just incomprehensible report, spelling everybody's name wrong. I mean, it's just really hard to get past all that and chalk it up to incompetence. It's more like it was on purpose. And I think you agree with me on that, John. It's more like it was on purpose, not incompetence. So, and again, I mean, there's been times.
But you have to weigh it. You say, on the one hand, you have the unlikelihood of a really sloppy report. But on the other hand, you have the unlikelihood of an extremely elaborate conspiracy involving planting evidence and state troopers being involved with deliberately framing someone for murder when they have no motive. Turtle Boy says Proctor's motive is so he can hang around with the cool people. Are you fucking kidding me? You people buy that?
Yelling.
Seriously?
There's so much about Michael Proctor there that I don't think you understand, though. This guy, I mean, in high school, he went around with the crowd. I mean, there's a lot in his background that I don't think you understand, Kevin. We've kind of gone.
I understand. You're saying the same thing as Turtle. Of course I understand. I'm not stupid. You're saying that he wants to be the cool kid, and that's why he's willing to give up his whole life and go to jail for decades. That's not motive to me.
He's part of an institution that always covers down for itself, Kevin. And it's in his blood, it's his DNA.
Kevin.
There's barely any evidence he knew the guy.
Subtle Kevin.
If
a lot of evidence.
So condescending.
A lot of evidence.
There's no evidence he knew him. There's a 6 degrees to Kevin Bacon evidence that he was at a wedding where Jen Cade's cousin was at or something like that. Give me a break. There's no pictures of them together. There's nothing. Kevin. It's not there.
Kevin.
Well, I will say one thing. If this is a conspiracy to the length it was, it's not about Michael Proctor. I can tell you that.
That's for sure.
If it goes this deep,
that's right.
He's like Tucker Carlson said, they just want you to obey. Someone made everyone that, if it's a conspiracy, Kevin, someone had to obey. And I'm going to say right now, between the hours of 1 a.m. and 6 o'clock, calls were being made, rabbis were being called on, okay? Black books were being looked at. Someone had to make everyone in the chain obey. If it's that much of a conspiracy, it has nothing to do with Michael Proctor. This case has nothing to do with the Boston investigation. It has all to do with who had enough power to influence and corrupt. at least 3 or 4 states.
I agree with that. I agree with that. Who had that kind of power?
Right.
Who had that kind of power?
Right. That's going to be the key thing in the whole case. And also, just to piggyback on that, what you said earlier, Kevin, I wrote a whole book on things I still question. I always go back and make sure that I have the right ideas. I'm in constant self-assessment. To the people who are going to say, "Oh, Dave was 51-49 or 72-28 or whatever the fuck it was," I always question myself. I question myself on every investigation, every single thing I write, every thought that I fucking have in my head. I question myself. So,
guys,
that's really, again, it's really hard to get past a lot of things, as you know, Sean. And at this point, it's just
something from going back to that light again. This is why, because I did a post anonymously for a person who did a great breakdown of the tale. And
Ooh, 49, even longer than I thought. Okay, we're 5 minutes over. So let me get rid of that. Okay. I wanted to watch a little bit of that with you guys because that's where we're at in the book. That's the moment where we're at in the book. And I didn't see that before. I've never seen that before. Nor did I know about that. Nor did I know about a Dubs. I didn't know about a Dubs. I didn't know about a Dave. I didn't know about this. I didn't know about this once unison, then torn apart. Lovers scorned. Put a 1 in here if you knew about this. Put a 2 if you didn't know about this. One, 2, 2, 2, 2. A lot of 2s. Couple 1s. 2s. A 3. I figured there'd be a 3 in there somewhere. Put in a 3 if you're secretly Dubs. Okay, so more didn't know than knew. Okay. 2. What the fuck is happening? I missed a whole episode? Olivia gave me that one. There's another one? Well, send it over. What's going on? Let's go. I didn't know this. Needs more K-Bell says, I don't even know we are anymore. They went full. Olivia did me wrong. All right, we need to figure out where this is coming from. I saw this and I wanted to address it. Jimmy, will you tell us if someone said, will you tell us if Charlie Kirk's killer had normal text messages, though that text exchange? I read them and I will say that I know this person's from Utah. I know Utah is very different. However, on first listen for me, didn't seem like a conversation that actually took place. However, younger kids talk different, so I don't know. I don't really know. I will say that. I'll say I don't know. Can you tell us what's going on? Yeah. How come I can't highlight that comment? What the hell? Yeah, I have no idea what was going on. I have no idea what was going on there. I just know that there was fighting. There was division that Mary Mermaid was very concerned about. She said, we don't need division right now. We don't need division. That was pretty cool. we met two new characters, Dave and Dubs. I've never seen them before or heard of them before. Although I did realize that Dave was the mentioned Dave in the see Dave. You were shaking in your boots, antiquated rogue. Yes, ask your daughter if that's how 22-year-olds speak to the part. I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. To me, no, but I could be completely out of the loop. Thanks for answering that question. You're welcome, hon. You're welcome. You're welcome. The texts were just weird. The texts were just weird. They were just weird. Like what did he say? Like, how did he refer to his dad? Like, my pops? That was the weirdest part to me. I don't know. It was just weird. The whole thing is weird. The whole situation is weird. Like, the whole situation is insane. But I will say this, it should teach all of us like, not a lesson, but something to be weary of. It's how powerful your words are, right? And how like powerful the spoken word is. It's extremely powerful. It's what separates humans from everything else, right? Is the spoken word. And inflection, tone, meaning, intention, right? Just be aware of how powerful it is. I'm not telling you to be aware of anything else. Just be aware of how powerful spoken word is. Very, very powerful. Any kind of word that you say, your word in general, right? That's all. That's my advice going forward. It's just recognize the weight that it holds, no matter who you are. Oh, you're getting clicking feed. Yeah, yeah. Trust me, it's been weird. Like this whole thing. Hold on, 1 second. Hopefully, this is better. I think Dave's partner's name is. Oh, I don't know. I don't know who they are. I don't know who they were. But we will continue reading the book. We'll pick up reading the book later on in class. Otherwise, other than that, anything else you guys need to? Anything else? Anything else you want to bring up before we call it for our classroom today? With that being said, don't trust the crust. Says Mass and Cast Mafia. No 20-year-olds talk like that. Good morning, Uncle Frank. When will we get back to Kev's book? We paused last class on Kev's book. We get back to Kev's book next class. I'll tell you. Ooh, excuse you. I'll tell you where we're picking up from. We have it right here. Dave Portnoy and Turtle Boy. I know. That's kind of wild. Oh, we're starting off with Into the Storm. The chapter's called The Canton Bag. It's about Jen. It's about Jen and Coco. The Canton Bag. I don't know why I feel like calling someone a bag is hysterical. Hey, Krusty, wash your bush. Bro on bro drama. Not even like crazy. Not even like a crazy kind. Could be worse. Not even that bad. It's nothing. Kid stuff. Lunch. Lunch thickums. Turtle Boy got trial this morning. I don't think so. I don't think so. Oh, let me see if I can send you guys. My sending privileges was revoked. Let me see. You gotta go and get angry at all of my honesty. But I just need one more shot and forgiveness. Is it too late now to say sorry? Back. Missing more than just your body. Mm-hmm. Got it. Now I know I let you down. Michael, you need 2 beanies so you can match. You need 2, Michael. Let's be real. Let's be real. You get 2, Michael. Yvette is a 10. So you should be getting her 4, actually. You get 2, so you can both wear them. Because it's cute. And it means you care. And it means love. So get them. Okay? Let's go, Michael. Let's go. Don't be like, don't be stingy. You guys hear my cats barking? Thank you, Taz. I know. And tell Michael to get 2 and stop being weird. My merch is thick. Kim's. Perfect. Love it. Love it. Jimmy, will you be talking about Kelsey? Oh, I don't know. I'm definitely not informed enough. I know that judge is such a bitch. Oh, I will say this. Remember how Turtle Boy was going over how like no guy would say, what did the judge say? She was like, I don't know why you're talking. No one asked you any questions, right? Okay. Remember, she's like, I don't know why you're talking. No one's asking you any questions. Are you making some sort of statement, right? He's right. A guy wouldn't say that. A gay maybe, but a guy wouldn't say that. A guy would say something more like stern, though. So I get what he's saying, but a guy would say something more stern. I feel like he'd be like, he'd be something like, it would be more like matter of fact. It would be like, your turn was over. Is there like, I can see a man saying the same thing, but the way they go about it was different. Cause like that bitchy judge would be like, are you trying to say something? What would Everett do? Everett would be like, sir, the court had ordered that we are not taking the probation into consideration, blah, 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 blah. Like, that's what he would say. Homegirl would be like, no one's talking to you. I didn't hear anyone ask you any questions. Did anyone here ask you any questions? No, only a woman would behave. Yes, I might also be in bid if I'm in a bitchy mood. I might act that way, but I don't see Everett doing that. He'd be like, Miss Campbellman, please put your sass away, blah, 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 blah. All right, I want everyone to have a wonderful... Who's calling me? I want everyone to have a wonderful. Do you hear that? Wonderful rest of your day. I will see you guys at next class. God bless, and I'm sending you to Miss Melanie's. Be well.
Who's this diva? Who's this diva? Because I know there's some new ones coming around these parts. This is the first time. This is the first time they're learning about this. Who's this diva? Because the whole crowd's doing it. Oh, because now everyone wants to do it so you can jump on the bandwagon. I know you. I know you, and you're not going to like anything I have to say. And I'm telling you right now, I'm on to you. I say one wrong thing and you're going to drop me like a bad habit. You're going to drop me like a hot fucking potato. There I go. I came and I went to stay away from people like you, and you need to stay away from me. We don't give a fuck about you. Why don't you kiki away from me? Escort Jimmy to table 12 full of the Australians, a table that deserves to be harassed. Because the people around here know. They know, and they just get it.